Hey, welcome back. We are going to do a quick unboxing here. Let's see if I can do this. I think I should be able to. Sweet. Just trying to keep the label off the screen. Oh yeah, one of my favorites. Oh wow, this is more than I was expecting. 1, 2, 3. Stickers. Woo! Demko. Always gotta get your Demko fix. What do we got? Some new models from Demko. That's what I'm talking about. Start here. OD green Tanto. Very nice, very nice. Let's see. These are G10, so... Ooh, boy. That is a blade profile. I actually wasn't so sure based on the pictures if I was like gonna be really into it, but that is a, for our you Tanto lovers or Tanto or whatever you want to call it, that is pretty sweet. Freaking perfect, right out of box. Gosh, that is really good, is it? That's pretty damn good out of box. Feels great. Not a lot that I'm going to talk about here on the new G10 scales because these have been around for a minute. But what I'm noticing immediately is the one I've had for a while, it did smooth out a little. So I think they're like kind of sharp from the factory, but if you have them in and out of the pocket a little bit, this one feels a little sharper than the ones that I've had. So those will kind of wear in over time as they move around. So there's the OD green. All right. Let's see one more. This is the Clip Point FDE Flat Dark Earth. I have not had one of these on the channel yet in Clip Point. I did the Shark's Foot in the G10, and that is really nice. So I'm glad that he sent this because I was not sure if he was just going to send me a bunch of Tanto models or if he's going to send the Clip Point, because I've not featured on the channel the G10 with the Clip Point, and that's really nice. And this is 3V, so I'm kind of a little befuddled right now because I didn't even know this model existed. This is really cool because they did the S35VN, which I initially assumed this was, but now I'm thinking about it. That was 3V too. So that's really cool, which is great because if you're going to have that, to not have a, you know, this is the tougher, less chippy, not that S35VN is very chippy, but like this is your tougher blade steel. That's a really nice combo to have the 3V on there, and I totally missed that. So that's really cool. This is really cool because that's a Clip Point in the G10. I'm going to get the light over here for a sec. Okay. Let's see what else they sent here. Because this one says Shark's Foot Camo, and I had not seen one of the camo finishes. So John's paying attention to what's getting on the channel here, and I really appreciate that. Or maybe I just got lucky, but I've not had any of these three on the channel, and that feels really nice. They're starting to do this G10, gosh, what's it called? It just slipped my mind. That's going to drive me crazy until I check. So let me pull it up on the computer right now. But they call this, I'm sure everyone, this is a kind of a universal term or whatever, but parts, scales, they call this peel ply. I think it's more of a universal term, of course, for the G10, but that's really nice. This feels really nice in hand. Not only do you get the kind of higher quality of the G10 here, but that peel ply finish is fantastic. That just feels like you really want to grab it. I've always liked it. They had it on the AD20s as well. All three of these perfectly tuned. No blade play. Just pure drop shut. So that's awesome to see that right out of box. And I got to look at this a couple more times because the 20.5 with the peel ply is pretty unique. I don't think they've done that as a factory finish before. I'm looking at the website right now. These are available both on DLT trading. I don't know about this one. I'll have to take a look at DLT for that. Folding. So on the website, you can get price, high to low. All right, the Timascus version is available. The 3V titanium version is available. Seen that one on the channel many times. It's been in many of my videos here. So just your traditional clip point there. This guy is available on the website here in the Peel Ply G10 Digi Camo. That's, I think, S35 yen. Oh, no, that one's 3V too. So that's not, maybe not available on the website. The website one is S35 yen. And then this one on the website, S35 yen too. So this new 3V, I don't know where they're going to offer that, but that might be an exclusive, or take a look. Maybe I can find that really quickly while I'm showing these off here. Let's try DLT trading and see what they've got. Ah, I see. So I think these are on DLT. I think that's what's going on here, and I kind of missed that they're starting to do some exclusives, it looks like. Am I seeing this right? The OD green. Boom. No, this one's OS 10, so that's not it. Well, I may have to put some info in the comments on this because I'm trying to track it down super quickly, but I'm not sure I'm going to figure out exactly what's going on here. So I'll do my best for one more minute and then we'll stop boring you. And I do see this one's on DLT trading right now in stock. These just dropped today. I'm going to post this video today as I'm making it. I don't see 3V on there, so I'm not sure what the story is with this guy. I don't know where this 3V variation is available, but you can at least get this on DLT trading in S35 yen, which I think honestly for most people is probably the choice for a shark's foot and you know, a carry knife like this. S35 yen's pretty choice, right? So what do I think? Love this clip point in the G10. That to me is kind of like the all-arounder. I think that's like the average person that wants to get a Demko would probably like this, right? I do think the average person that uses their knife a lot for utility cuts is going to go shark foot. That's what I use mostly. But I think for an all-around knife, carry, everyday carry kind of knife, that's pretty choice. And then for someone that's looking for something a little more tactical, or they just love the blade profile, they're willing to take the time to do their edge on two different angles, because this basically requires an extra 30-40% sharpening effort to do this, right? I'm not going to say it's 100% because that's a very small, you're not going to have to like do a long draw. You're going to get that sharp pretty quickly, but you're going to have to do a separate sharpening, right? You can't on your sharpening stone. Yeah, I guess you could, but you'd round out this tip. You'd kind of lose some of the benefit of the Tanto, which if you're not familiar, a lot of people I feel like don't realize this, but Tanto is actually pretty good for the utility cut because you kind of have a secondary blade here, secondary tip that you can use for opening boxes and stuff. It's actually quite convenient, but that will take more effort to maintain if you want to keep your knife sharp. So good thing is, you know, they keep a pretty stout tip on these, and it's 3V, so I feel like that also still end up being a pretty like resilient knife, whereas some Tanto grinds do not give you a really good kind of long-term stability on the tip. If they're like too pointy or whatever. This one clearly is. I don't know, maybe that's not even true. You can ignore me. But overall, that's looking very cool, I have to say. It feels custom. That's kind of what I'm I've been trying to place my finger on what I'm feeling here. And this is available, by the way, in black G10 also, not just this OD green on DLT, but it feels custom. So you get a little bit of that like Demko custom feel without that Demko custom price, which I think is really a really interesting option for a lot of people. Let's see if I can find an example really quickly here of what I mean. You want to get this at table from a show, that's going to cost you $2,000. So if you love that kind of blade profile and that kind of custom look, now granted there's a lot more to this, sure, but if you love that blade profile and that kind of cool custom blade profile, that's pretty sweet. And you could even like go through a belt satin grind on that, either in your garage or through a third party. And this thing feels like really custom at that case, right? You go throw some custom scales on there from, OG Goat. I'll throw a link for a discount code in the video, by the way, for that. And now you got yourself a pretty freaking close to Demko custom knife for maybe $250 or something like that. Or I guess $250 plus call it another 100 if you do the grind yourself, but call it 150 more, about $400. You've got like a very custom feeling Demko, so it's pretty cool. I think that's all. Looks better, like I said, than I thought, and definitely an appealing option for a lot of people. And then these are really cool that they're starting to offer more blade steels for the different shapes that we've seen run for the last year and a half, or however long it's been. I guess it's been like a year and a half since that came out. And just continuing to see the really high quality out of their Taiwan manufacturing that we've come to expect. So good stuff. Please like, subscribe. I'll throw some links in the description, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.